Hi, my name is Aidan Henry. I'm a junior at Smithfield High School, and here is my submission to the JMU Kid Win project. So, my project started off as simply a concept of me wanting to make something that involves my love of cooking because I love to cook and I love to make things. So, I figured why not try and mix them together, which mix I did. I wanted to create a solar powered drink stirrer to make it so that during the summertime, which is coming up, that we could stir our drinks like instant lemonade, instant coffee, stuff like that outside. And with COVID and all that, also, it gets us our vitamin D, and again, gives us a nice, refreshing drink. And so I went through many iterations trying to come up with a solid idea and a solid prototype. I started off with a 24-volt computer fan, which was 3.3 amps, which was super out of parameters. And so I also used a polymorph plastic stirrer bar, which you will see here. In my lovely little presentation that I made. So, humble beginnings. I started off my project in the engineering maker space. I looked through all of our scrap electronics bins. Like, here's RC cars, here's just random electronics in a bin. And I found that fan that I was talking about, along with polymorph plastic, which I made into a stirrer bar with two little magnets on the inside. And my idea was to get the fan and glue two really strong rare earth magnets to the fan, along with put two strong rare earth magnets inside of that stirrer bar, which did not work. The stirrer bar, when it would solidify back up, it would make the magnets go off center and wouldn't work correctly with the magnets in the fan. And so we then moved on to our first genuine prototype, which involved using acrylic to cut out a very small piece to just cover up the fan itself. Along with, to make it look nice, we used the CNC machine to make a little maker case box for it, which I then laser engraved with little palm trees and stuff to add to the summer aesthetic. And as you can see here in this video, you can see it working off of 3 solar panels, 3 in series and 3 in parallel. Then you can also see in this one the exact same thing of, this was prior to us putting the stirrer bar on it with the beaker, which we fully ditched the idea of the polymorph plastic stirrer bar and just went with dremeling down an axle so that it was about 2 inches long to spin and just connect to the magnet that way. And here's the final picture or video of that happening. Again, we used 3 in series and 3 in parallel to just boost up the fan to make it spin. As you can see here, here's our CNC'd little box along with our acrylic. And here's me in the very beginnings of it. And then disaster strikes. I like to think of it as Big Spoon didn't want me to be able to stir without my hands. So while I was soldering it to make the wire longer, I melted the solder off of the original circuits. And in me and my attempts to try and fix it, I may or may not have melted a hole through the entire motherboard. And so I took it home to my electrician father, who works with solar panels on a daily basis in the Coast Guard. And as you can see right here, it took a lot out of him, and we did not get anything out of it. It just led to a lot of anger and a lot of headaches. However, we tried to fix it, and I went to a computer teacher in our school and asked for some scrap computer fans, and we found a fan that was exactly 12 volts and 1.1 amps, which fell right within parameters of the Kidwin project and worked like a treat. As you can see here, it was stirring without a problem, stirring much faster than the older version. And then in this one, you can see me lamenting at my ability to now use just 3 in series instead of 6 with my dramatic sigh. Along with here's a video or a picture of me soldering it correctly with flux and making sure that it works. And then here's my success. I managed to create a solar powered drink stirrer that works out in the sun at all times of day up until nighttime that can stir a pack of instant lemonade in less than 9 seconds. And voila, just like that, you have a refreshing beverage on a nice summer day. And right here, you can see the schematics for it. Very simple, very easy, very marketable. I think that we need more simple stuff in our lives. We don't need all this fancy stuff. We just need a nice, easy invention to make our lives a tiny bit easier, especially during these hard times. And so, yeah, that's really all I got for you today. Thank you for listening to me, and I wish you the best, and I wish me good luck on this project.